Hello students, a very good morning to all of you. Today we will see the cloud and the dynamic infrastructure. Okay, here we will learn what is the cloud infrastructure, how does the cloud infrastructure work, what's included in this cloud infrastructure and the components of the infrastructure. Okay, so then we will learn the dynamic infrastructure में क्या है आपका cloud में. Okay, so infrastructure मतलब क्या है? Suppose you are belonging to an institution and आपका जो infrastructure का जो periphery के अंदर जो भी आता है that is the infrastructure and that infrastructure provides you the classrooms and you are utilizing the PCs computer use कर सकते हो आपका lab use कर सकते हो machineries में आप experiment करते हो any resources ओके दैट इज द हार्डवेयर हो एप्लीकेशंस हो या फिर आपका स्टोरेज हो. So here also it says that this cloud infrastructure in terms to use to describe the components which is needed to the cloud infrastructure और cloud computing के लिए जो जरूरत पड़ता है. Okay, so this includes the hardware as well as the abstract resources, storage and the network resources. So here, if you are thinking about this cloud infrastructure, then this cloud infrastructure as the tools needed to build the cloud. It needs some tools to build a cloud. Okay, so in order to host a service or applications, then in the cloud, then you must have the cloud infrastructure so that you will provide the service to the vendor or any of the business organizations. Okay, so how does this cloud infrastructure works? Okay, so you know the concept of abstraction. It means that you are hiding the complex part and it only provide you the essential features or essential access आपको provide करता है. Okay, so an abstraction technology or the process like your virtualizations. Here everything is half dozen virtual server वो हम लोग बोल रहे हैं एक ही फिजिकल सर्वर रहेगा बट हाफ डजन वर्चुअल सर्वर के हिसाब से वो काम करेगा. सो हाउ it happens? So here we are using the concept of the virtualization and used to separate the resources from the physical hardware and pool them into the cloud. So automation software and management tools are there which allocates these resources and they have to provide some of the provision of the new environment so the users can access what they need and when they need it. Okay, now come to what's included in the cloud infrastructure. Okay, so this cloud infrastructure is made up of several components. So it's integrated with one another into a single architecture supporting your business operators, and a typical solution may be composed of your hardware, virtualization, your storage, networking components, etc. Okay, let's see what are those components. Okay, so first thing is your hardware. Okay, so although you are probably thinking about the clouds as being virtual, but they also require some of the hardware parts as the part of the infrastructure. Okay, जैसे कि मैं बोली you have single physical server but it acts as there is a technology where it is half dozen of virtual server. Okay, so a cloud network made up of variety of physical hardwares that can be located at multiple geographic locations also, and these हार्डवेयर कंपोनेंट्स में भी आपका राउटर हो सकता है, स्विचेस हो सकता है, फायरवॉल्स एंड ये लोड बैलेंसर्स या फिर आपका ज्योग्राफिकल एंड मल्टीपल विच इज प्रेजेंट एट द मल्टीपल ज्योग्राफिकल लोकेशंस. आपका स्टोरेज हो सकता है, आपका बैकअप डिवाइस हो सकता है जहाँ पे कि आप अपना डाटा रखोगे. ओके, सर्वर हो सकता है So this virtualization connects the servers together and dividing and abstracting resources to make them accessible to the user or by the users. Okay. Next come to these virtualizations. So virtualization is the technology that is separates these IT services and the functions from the hardware. Okay. So the software called a hypervisor, which is sits on the top of the physical hardware, and here what happens, abstract the machine's resources. It abstracts the machine's resources such as here memory हो सकता है, आपका जो computing power हो सकता है, आपका जो storage हो सकता है. Okay. Once these virtual resources are allocated into the centralized pool में अगर रखा गया, एक जगह में आपको रखा गया है, so this is considered as your cloud. Okay. So these resources are आप जो वर्चुअल रिसोर्सेस है आपको एक जगह पे रख के उसको सेंट्रलाइज्ड करके सो वी इसको हम लोग क्या बोलेंगे, एक क्लाउड बोलेंगे. ओके. So with this cloud you get the benefits of the self-service access as well as your automated infrastructure scaling and the dynamic resource pools. Okay. Next come to your storage. Okay. Obviously without this storage you cannot do any of the work because you need a vast storage facilities there. So within a single data center, data may be stored across many disks in a single storage area. So storage management is very much important here, which ensures that data is correctly being backed up if any of the natural calamity or any of the disaster हुआ, so that we will bring back the data जो आप रखे थे वो data हम लोग को मिल सकता है. So they have plan to back up the data so that the user का कोई भी problem ना हो. Okay, so user can access those data at any time, at any moment, whether it is a natural calamity हो, कुछ भी हो. Okay. And what happens here? The data is here correctly being backed up, and that outdated backups जो रहता है that are removed regularly so that they have enough space to keep the new data, and the data is indexed for retrieval in case any storage components fails. Okay, so आप एक्सेसिंग ऑफ डाटा या फिर फाइल मेथड पढ़े होंगे, जैसे कि आपका सीक्वेंशियल फाइल एक्सेस, आपका रैंडम फाइल एक्सेस एंड आपका इंडेक्स सीक्वेंशियल फाइल एक्सेस. सो हियर they access these data by indexing method or retrieve these data which are present in your cloud. Okay, so virtualization abstracts the storage space from your hardware system so that it can be accessed by the user as the cloud storage. So this cloud storage is turned into a cloud resource बोलेंगे. So you can add or remove any of the drivers and this repurpose this hardware as well as respond to the change without manually हम लोग को करना नहीं पड़ेगा, manually provisioning separate storage servers for every new initiative. Okay, then come to network. So here network में हम लोग जाने कि different devices like your routers है, switches है, ये सब connected हैं. So the network is composed of physical VAS रहेगा, switches है, routers रहेगा and other equipments, and virtual networks are created on the top of the physical resources जो रहेगा उसके ऊपर, and this typical cloud network configuration is composed of multiple number of subnets and subnetworks, and each with varying levels of visibility. So this cloud permits the creation of the virtual local area network, that is you can say that is the virtual LANs, and assign static and or dynamic addresses as the needed for all the network resources. So this cloud resources are delivered to the users over the network such as your internet or in the intranet, so you can access the cloud services easily. and you can anywhere in this world you can access it. मीन्स रिमोटली आप एक्सेस कर सकते हो एंड ऑन डिमांड आप उसको एक्सेस कर सकते हो. ओके, नाउ पब्लिक प्राइवेट एंड हाइब्रिड इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर. ओके, so we see that there is public cloud, private cloud, community cloud and hybrid cloud. So the basic element of this cloud infrastructure are the same whether you had a private cloud है या फिर public cloud है, community cloud है या फिर hybrid cloud है. ओके, या फिर आपका वर्चुअल प्राइवेट क्लाउड है. ओके, सो टू गेट स्टार्टेड विथ एनी ऑफ द क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग टाइप्स यू नीड अ क्लाउड इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर. सो यू कैन क्रिएट और यू कैन क्रिएट अ प्राइवेट क्लाउड बाय बिल्डिंग. अपना बिल्डिंग में आप क्रिएट कर सकते हो and using the resources which is dedicatedly sold to you, and you use a public cloud by renting the cloud infrastructure from the cloud provider so that you don't have to set it up by yourself. Okay, next thing है आपका what do you mean by dynamic infrastructure. So normally आपका dynamic infrastructure is an IT system wherein the design of data centers are such as underlying their hardware software layers can respond dynamically to changing levels of demand in more fundamental and efficient way. So it is also known as your infrastructure 2.0 and next generation data center. So the basic premise of dynamic infrastructure that leverage pooled IT resources जो भी है that can be provide flexible IT capacity and enabling the seamless real-time allocation of these IT resources in line with the demand of the business processes. So this can be achieved by using the server virtualization technology to pool the computing resources where possible and allocating these resources on demand by the business या फिर any of the vendor or any of the users using these automated tools. So this allows for load balancing and is a more efficient approach that keeping massive computing resources in reserve to run tasks that take places. Okay. So here dynamic infrastructure consists of this is the service management, access management, virtualization and consolidation, information infrastructure, energy efficiency, security and resilience. So first thing is your service management. So in service management this consists of the service management. Here the service provided by the cloud is this is software as a service, platform as a service, infrastructure as a service. And the visibility options are there, automations options are there, and there must be some control over this management. And this is provided by the cloud dynamic infrastructure to the business and IT firms. Okay, so here you can see that this type of special facility or functional क्या बोलेंगे functionality is provided to the cloud IT services by the cloud service providers. And this visibility includes the visibility, आपका automation and control to delivering the first class IT services to the business firms or IT firms. Okay, then आपका आता है asset management. Asset management क्या है? जो आपका property. Okay, so in this asset management you can see that here the assets of the cloud service providers is there, and this is the asset management here happening, and this is the cloud dynamic infrastructure. Okay, so it provides you the platform, then server and different services and also the hardware. So in this actually the assets or the property which is involved in providing the cloud services are getting managed, and here they are getting managed in such a way so that their value will be maximized. Okay, then come to virtualization and consolidations. Here you can see the operating costs will be reduced or going downwards or reducing by the by the help of this cloud dynamic infrastructure. And here it provides the platform and services and effective utilization of the resources. So here you can see in the above diagram, it is clearly stated that the resources that are getting utilized more and more efficiently, and also the operating cost of the system is reduced. Then information structure. So here the information, the business forms are there. There is compliance, availability of the resources, retention, security. So it helps the business organizations to achieve the information compliance, availability of the resources, then आपका retention and security objectives. Then come to security. It has the platform, services and infrastructure. So there is some managing risk also there, and the customizing the governance. So this is the cloud dynamic infrastructure, where the cloud infrastructure is responsible for the risk management, customizing the governance, and this risk management refers to your involves in the services which are being provided by the cloud service providers. And it also customizing the of the governance implies that the features of the governing body or admin body can be changed, but these change are totally depends on the provider's wish. Okay. Then come to resilience. So resilience, this infrastructure provide the features of resilience, means the service are resilient. So resilient means the infrastructure is safe from all the site, and the IT operation will not be easily get affected. And in energy efficiency, here the IT infrastructure or the organization sustainable. Okay, it means that it is not likely to damage or affect any other things.